But getting your starting chance, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, I came down here for a bit of opportunity, and you know, this week I get it. So it's, you know, it's a chance for me to go out there and sort of represent myself.
Does it come with any pressure at all? Because obviously it is a chance. Like Joey's been playing there for a year and a bit now. Like, do you feel any pressure that you have to take that next step up, or?
Oh, not really. I think Joey's been he's been doing well. He's, you know, it's you know, we've obviously struggled at the moment, so you know, it's a chance for me to go out there and play my brand of footy, which is completely different to Joey's. But pressure, I don't really think comes into it. It's just an opportunity, an exciting one at that.
How have you settled in down here? Like, you feel quite comfortable now?
Yeah, I love it, mate. I love it. I've said numerous times, the people down here, the club and Canberra as a whole have been extremely welcoming to me in making my transition, and you know, it's a chance for me to go out there and enjoy a game of footy on Saturday night.
Is it a change of mindsets at all, like from that finisher role to starting? Like, do you have to change mindset, or do you just go in with the same plan?
I suppose there's a little bit, you know, depending on what sort of stage in the game you come on as a finisher, your mindset's completely, you know, can change dramatically, whether it's to close out a game or try and spark some sort of switch in momentum. Whereas you're going out there to start a game, you go in with more of a fixed mindset on how you want to approach the game as a team and individually.
What about the clash against your brother? Like, it's going to be an interesting one. Have you played against him directly like that before, both starting?
No.
Yeah.
No, you know, that's, you know, it's extremely exciting. I think it's stressful for mum and dad, but you know, he's had a huge influence on me as a rugby player and as a person, more importantly. So it is exciting, you know, to go out there and mix it with each other on Saturday night. It'll be pretty good fun.
Have you been firing any barbs this week via text message or anything?
No, I haven't. It's all been pretty G-rated. I think maybe a little fish hook on the slide or something, but I'm not sure the judiciary will find the funny side in that, so I'll probably just stick to my game.
But like growing up, like we talked about your family before, and you know, the competitive amongst the boys and that sort of thing. What was it like growing up in such a big rugby family?
Yeah, I think it was awesome. You know, I couldn't have asked for anything different. The way you know, what my parents did for all of us in terms of Saturdays and Sundays, trekking all around Brisbane and that sort of thing to every different game, and you know, to have three of your best mates mucking around all the time is special. So you know, it is awesome, and anyone that, you know, has a few brothers will vouch for that. It's special, and chance that we're all playing at pretty high levels at the moment. So it's exciting for all of us.
Does it come as a bit of a double-edged sword though, in terms of your reasoning for leaving Queensland was because your brother was there in the system? Is that right?
Oh, he was there. I mean, he wasn't directly, you know, who I was competing with at the time or anything like that. You know, I was just sort of probably overlooked and was seeking an opportunity, and yeah, I wouldn't say it was, you know, he was my direct competitor or anything. But yeah, it's, you know, it's panned out the way it has, and I'm really thankful for my pathway.
Obviously a disappointing result last week against the Waratahs. How's the week been? Obviously another massive game against the Reds. Yeah,
there's no hiding that the weekend was disappointing for us, but to be honest with you, the way we bounced back this week, the morale, and it's a huge game, so there's no lack of motivation. This week's been fantastic for us, and it is an opportunity to go out there and do the jersey and the fans, you know, some justice there.
Has there been any extra pressure this week going into this one? If you lose this one, it's going to make it pretty hard for you. Yeah,
look, you know, there is that way of looking at it, but to be honest with you, it's a game of footy, and you know, like last week, you know, you don't want to lose any game of footy. You know, there is the way of looking at it. You know, this is another derby, Australian derby, and we can't afford to lose it. So, if anything, it just adds more excitement and a bit more, I don't know, but boost the game on the weekend. Yeah.
I guess a good opportunity to kind of get one back on the Reds after a round.
Yeah, it was disappointing up there. You know, I think we were probably completely out enthused and that sort of thing. And as I said before, it's an opportunity to go out there and make a bit of amends, and you know, put our foot in the right direction in terms of what we're about, especially this year.
Are you guys Are you guys speaking about finals at all, or is it about that? What kind of one game at a time? What's the?
Yeah, no, not too much about finals. You know, we're still we're striving for a more consistent performance. You know, we've seen throughout the season in patches what we're chasing, but we realistically haven't been able to string it together enough. So again, for us, it's about you know, looking after your own backyard in terms of what your role is for the side and producing that consistently come game time.
You said before that your style is very different to Joey. How would you kind of describe yours?
I don't know. You know, I like to play fast. You know, I like to get out and create if the opportunity's there. Yeah, you know, defensive side of things I enjoy. So, yeah, for me, it's about sticking to what I do well and what's got me to where I am, and try and, you know, give that to my team on Saturday.
And how have you found kind of that little stoush with Joe? Is it kind of, do you think it's made you a better player?
Oh, definitely. You know, Joey's been immense for me in coming down here, and he's been one of the blokes that's made me feel extremely welcome. And you know, all three of us, with Ryan Lonergan included, we're all helping each other out around training. And as I said, Joey's been immense for me in we're helping each other consistently. Whether it's me off the bench trying to help him with what I'm seeing on the sidelines, and vice versa. So you know, Joey's been great to me, and I'm enjoying, you know, working with him.
And just the Sun Goliath clash as well that I think was just announced as well. How excited are the guys for something like that?
Oh, it's awesome. You know, that June break where potentially a few tests occur and that sort of thing, it, you know, can sometimes for Super Rugby be a bit of a time that you're a bit in limbo waiting, you know, whether you're going back and playing some club footy or not. And this gives us a chance to go over to a place that, to be honest, are some of the best rugby supporters in the world. Their hospitality is second to none. In the times I've been over there, so it's a chance to go over there and play rugby against a good side. Obviously, Suntory are current top league champions, so against a good club with, you know, some awesome support.
And just another quick one on your brother. Like, when you're standing next to him at scrum time, like, is that going to be a little bit surreal that you're there? Like,
yeah, I definitely think, you know, it hasn't occurred yet.
Yeah.
You know, it will be, you know, standing there feeding the scrum next to him. It probably will be a bit surreal. I think, depending on what stage of the game, we'll both be probably blowing our gaskets out and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's extremely exciting, mate. You know, he, you know, is one of my best mates, and it'll be good to go out there and to duel with him on Saturday night.
Well, out of the two of you, who's like the verbal poker? Like, is it you? Are you the one who's going to be poking him, or feed it straight, mate, or?
Are we trying to hit the ref off it before you're going up straight? But I don't know, to be honest. You know, we're all three of my brothers are extremely competitive individuals, so I don't know whether you'd say one's more than the other. But yeah, as I said, I think we've both got huge roles on the weekend for our own individual teams. So that's probably more important that we you know, do right by the team and produce our role.